the woman accidentally removed the seal from the ancient book. The next second, her companion discovered that a girl had suddenly appeared out of thin air inside the house. The unfamiliar surroundings made the girl so frightened that she hid herself away. She only slowly stepped out after sensing that the man meant no harm. To their surprise, the girl stretched out a spider leg to greet the man. In order to learn where she came from, the two continued flipping through the ancient book. It turned out that in ancient times, a spider demon had appeared and wreaked havoc. An Onmyoji showed up and, after a fierce battle, successfully defeated the spider demon. However, when he faced the small spider with a human body, he could not bring himself to kill it. In the end, he took the little spider home and raised it as a human. But only half a year later, men in the nearby area began disappearing one after another. It was not until that day that the Onmyoji finally confirmed his suspicions. It was obvious that this girl was the little spider from the story. For the time being, the two had no better solution. Since the little spider looked extremely cute, they decided to keep her at home. That night, when the man saw the little spider turn her head, he suddenly seemed to lose his mind and walked toward her. Fortunately, the woman managed to snap him out of it. The next day, they went to a shop that specialized in studying ancient books. After hearing their story, the shop owner calmly took out a map and told them to send the little spider back. But as they were leaving, he said something to the woman in private. Following the route marked on the map, they crossed mountains and traveled long distances. At last, they arrived at an abandoned village. When they reached the largest house at the end of the village, the little spider immediately ran inside. The man hurried after her, leaving the woman behind with her vision blocked by spider silk. Looking at the silk in her hand, the woman recalled what the shop owner had said: when sending the spider back, they must not get entangled in the silk. By then, the man had completely lost his sanity. Just as the little spider was about to turn around, the man revealed a strange smile. Thankfully, the woman rushed in at the critical moment and pushed the man away. But she was still a step too late. Their bodies were already covered in spider silk. Ignoring the woman's attempts to stop him, the man desperately walked toward the lake. The woman had no choice but to tie the silk to a pillar to keep him from moving. Suddenly, the house began to shake violently. The woman's abdomen was struck hard by accident. At that moment, the man finally regained his senses, and the dark circles under his eyes disappeared. Then a tremendous force began tearing the house apart. They discovered that a gigantic spider had appeared in the lake. As the little spider cried out, the entire surface of the lake burst into flames. The house was uprooted. The two were pulled uncontrollably toward the lake. The next second, they found themselves lying on a massive spider web. It turned out that the little spider had saved their lives. But when they both looked toward the bottom of the lake, the little spider secretly cut one of the strands. The man's eyes became unfocused once again. The next day, the man returned to the bookstore to give back the map. The shop owner was about to ask whether everything had gone smoothly, but when he saw the girl's eyes behind the man, the conversation abruptly stopped. At that moment, a tentacle that only a monster could have appeared behind the shop owner.